Hey folks, Vince the Evil DM here, back with another video here on my channel, and I wanted to go over a system that I felt was very simple to learn and easy to play. Now, what if I told you that there is a simple system out there, a flexible RPG system that can handle things like, I don't know, a G.I. Joe game, or an Indiana Jones adventure game, or even a street level superheroes game? Well, MasterBook EZ is probably the thing you want. It's easy to learn and it's fast to play. It's only about 13 pages of rules and things you need to learn. All you need is two 10-sided dice. It's a derivative from the MasterBook system itself, which came out in the 90s by West End Games, but Precise Intermedia had purchased MasterBook and kept it alive, and they decided to make an easy version, like a light version, so to speak. A lot of times with light versions of games, they seem to miss something, or maybe they're just not, they don't work well, or it leaves you wanting more. This system here, for me at least, since I picked it up, is really good. And when I say really good, I mean it's up there in the levels. I like games like Mini 6 and Batman the Role-Playing Game that are like here for me. I like those games because I can expand upon them and really dive into them and make things up. This right here is perfect for that. It is ripe for picking. In fact, I just did a whole write-up of street level superheroes or street level heroes, and I handed it off to Precise Intermedia so he can post it up for free for people to use in the community. It is that easy just to make things up. Now, it looks a lot like MasterBook, but you don't have the cards and you don't have the complexity of it. It still has the attributes, but it broke it down into 4 of them. It only has prowess, brawn, insight, wits, and it also has toughness. Those 4 are all you need to make this system work. It has a list of basic skills that go under each individual attribute. Rolling 2d10, and you're still comparing to the old dice chart that you can see down here. It's the same way as if MasterBook was working, except it's on a smaller scale. You getting things done are one and done. There's no real massive overrule or crunch in this game. It has just enough to whet your appetite. Just enough to let you build upon. Gives you ideas to make games. When it comes to whatever genre you want. It has combat, it has weapons, an idea of weapons with difficulties that aren't too difficult. You can make a sci-fi game out of this, you can make a modern game out of this, you can probably go as far as maybe fantasy, but if you're going to go the fantasy route, you're going to have to make some adjustments. Now, it doesn't have anything in here for spell casting or anything like that, but you'd have to make that part up yourself. And you could probably do spell casting based on firearms and how those work, and use those core concepts to make the game work itself. Now, I ran a G.I. Joe system for a bunch of people in my office. We wrote up characters. During our lunch. It only took about maybe 10 minutes because I was helping them each make up a character. We made up a G.I. Joe. People made up their own individual G.I. Joe based on the G.I. Joe comic books or cartoon. One guy was playing Roblox, another guy was playing Duke, another guy was playing Law and Order. So we ran that, and I had him do a little mission just to see how it would run out, how it would work. And I told him to roll 2d10, look at the chart, which is right here. Look at this chart and tell me any modifiers or anything else you need to do when it comes to the game. If they weren't sure, I would tell them, all right, roll. Go ahead and roll your dice, add your attribute and your skill, and then tell me what you get on the chart, and we'll add that together and we'll see what your final total is. And then we'll look at the success chart right here, depending on what they got. And I ran it very loose as far as combat went. I didn't run it with using any like massive combat rules as far as reloading or running or things like that. I kind of did theater of the mind, which I do quite a bit when I run games, and it worked out really well. I mean, for the hour that we had, we did a pretty good, interesting game. I also ran an Indiana Jones style game solo, The Adventures of Dr. Alan Stark, which I posted up on my blog at theevildm.com. And the game was more narrative than anything else, because solo games tend to be a little bit more narrative. But the rules and the dice that I had to roll for this game still worked out really well. And it's very fast and very flexible compared to the actual MasterBook itself. Now, there's nothing wrong with the MasterBook. The MasterBook adds a hell of a lot of rules to it, and I like the cards and everything, but this right here can give you just a good amount of gameplay. I like to think of it as like how Mini 6 is. It gives you just enough to whet your appetite, to get you really interested in how this works, to move forward with the game. Make your own game up. That's what this is for, and it's free. That's the best part. You can go right to DriveThruRPG or Precise Intermediate's website and get it for free. Download it and knock your heart out. You know, whatever. Knock your socks off. Build your heart's content. And if you have anything, questions, you can always contact the owner, Brett, and he will answer questions. He's patient. He's kind. All he does is, wants to get his games out there and, promote his games. MasterBook EZ was kind of a testing grounds for MasterBook 2E, as he was saying, but I like it as it is. I like that it has 4 attributes, and it's really kind of narrowed down to just 2d10 dice compared to the chart. Fail, there's some modifiers that a GM could place upon things, and then we are done. Why you should try it? I don't know. Would you try it out there? Would you like flexible games that are just really small that allow you to expand as a GM? I love things like this. I love being able to just jump in head first, and all you see is my shoes sticking out, of me being able to build these things up from scratch. So if you love fast, flexible games, definitely grab this, check it out. I'll leave a little link for you below if you want. And play. That's all I have to say. Play. Give it a shot. Grab your buddies and see what happens around the table. You never know. You might really fall in love with it. There's nothing else to go with MasterBook EZ, though. So you're going to have to make up everything on your own. Which, for someone like me, perfect. You out there, maybe not so perfect. Maybe you'll just do a one-shot with this. Maybe you'll take Blood Shadows or Shatter Zone or Indiana Jones or Tank Girl or Species, all the games that were made with MasterBook, even Torg. Well, Torg uses a little bit different MasterBook system with D20s instead of D10s. But whatever your dream is, this book will kind of, well, I shouldn't say book, this pamphlet, because it's only 13 pages, will give you what you need to make the game work. There's the character sheet, and that's it in a nutshell. Tell me what you think about MasterBook, your comments, your experiences with MasterBook. Would you download EZ and give it a try? Do you like exploring systems like this? I don't know. Tell me. Tell me in the comments below. Like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. TheEvilDM.com is my website. And don't forget, you can go to ko-fi.com/TheEvilDM if you'd like to donate and support me on this channel. With that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, and God bless everybody.
Don't ever laugh after her.